We're doing weekly fantasy football rankings on this channel every Thursday. Here are my week 2 fantasy football rankings. What's going on, fantasy football fans? I'm your host, Hussein the Brain, and you're watching The Couch. We're doing rankings for PPR, but just keep in mind that PPR, non-PPR, half PPR is extremely similar. Quarterbacks are the exact same. Tight ends are going to be the exact same for my rankings. Defense and kicker are the exact same. So the only difference really is with some running backs and some wide receivers. Derrick Henry gets a boost in non-PPR and a slight decline in PPR leagues. James White gets a huge boost in PPR, gets a decline in non-PPR leagues. Chris Thompson, same thing, better in PPR. Adrian Peterson, same thing, better in non-PPR. Ranking Patrick Mahomes number 1 is an absolute must going against the Raiders. Kind of crazy how Tyreek Hill is out and still Patrick Mahomes is number 1 consensus QB this week. It's got to be. This could be a sneaky shootout. So let's leave Mahomes at number 1. Algorithm is ranking Big Ben kind of high. Yes, I see a bounce back for the Steelers. It is a home game, but I don't want to rank him that high. Like, I don't trust him that much. I see him right around here. I'd probably rather start Jared Goff, actually. So let's put him right here. And then Jameis Winston has a lot of upside, could have a huge game Thursday night, but he's not to be trusted in your redraft leagues and season-long leagues. I would not trust him, and most people don't play Thursday night games in DFS, so you just can't trust him. There's just zero trust with him. Let's move him down quite a bit because I don't want to start this guy. And Derek Carr in a shootout, absolutely love him. I would start him over Big Ben. And right around Jared Goff right here. That's how much I like Derek Carr. I see him just balling out this week. I'll put him right here. Baker Mayfield, he'll bounce back sooner than later. Let's move him above Rivers. Chargers are having bad luck once again with Hunter Henry out 4 to 6 weeks. Mike Williams is hurt. Don't know if he's going to play or not, but he is a day-to-day, I believe, with a knee injury. So let's see how that pans out for him. Bad matchup for Kyler Murray. He's a bench. Trevor Siemian is going to start for the Jets with Darnold out with mono. Darnold can miss multiple weeks, by the way. Let's move Kyler Murray down. Just don't want to start him this week. I like Kirk Cousins more. Trubisky, how much trust do we have in him, right? At least Kyler Murray might be able to get some rushing stats. I think Trubisky will bounce back, but Coach Nagy's got to get his head out of his, because this is just looking really bad for the Bears. They have so much talent. They should win like 12 games this year. I can't be putting up 3 points, putting up stinkers. Like, you can't be doing that. Just a waste of talent. And let's move Jimmy G ahead of Jameis. And I really like Cousins. We got to move him ahead of Jimmy G. Let's move Dalton right here. Rivers, I don't trust you at all this week. And I love Breeze. And Josh Allen, don't get me wrong, is a great streaming option, but don't know if he'll put up a lot of points. I think you're going to be relying on those rushing stats, which he could get, but I just don't have him in my top 12. Not going to do it. Let's move Big Ben down right here. And then with the Seahawks really lacking at receivers, Metcalf could be their number 1 receiver. Will Disley's banged up. Lockett's banged up. There's a lot going on here. So let's move Russell Wilson down right here. Josh Allen's great streaming option. Kirk Cousins moving on up in our rankings. And let's put Kirk Cousins here. This is formulating quite well. Dak Prescott has rushing ability, so I kind of like him. But I trust Breeze way more. Let's put Dak right here. That looks about right. And then Rodgers, let's put him here against the Vikings. This is going to be a good game. I feel like it's going to be a close game. Don't know if it's going to be a shootout or low scoring. That's up in the air, but I believe whenever these two teams play, it's pretty much must-watch football. Not necessarily tons of offense, but it's always close. They're always playing hard. Everybody's going at it. Offensive line versus defensive line. DBs versus Rodgers. 11's fair for Rodgers. I don't want to rank him too low, but there's a lot of better quarterbacks out there. So concentrating on this top right here. Cam Newton is, right now, he has a great matchup. He hasn't thrown for more than 20 yards in week 1. There is some worries there. He's a bit injury prone. If he runs, he can take some pretty bad shots. The matchup is so sweet, though. I want to sum it up as in, if you didn't listen to me and you drafted Cam, you probably want to start him Thursday night. So I'm going to move him down right here. That's how much upside. Like, I'm a Cam Newton hater. I always said he's going to be a bust. But if there's 1 week to start him, it's going to be this week. Even if his shoulder is hurt and he can't throw deep, we don't know that for sure. So it's probably worth the risk. But like I always said, I'm not drafting Cam. I don't have to worry about it. If you got him, like, I don't think you have much else of a choice. A lot of people that drafted him were kind of expecting him to be their QB1. And so, I mean, what else are you going to do? This is the game. This is the game to start him against the Bucks. Could be a shootout. At least Vegas thinks so. Ooh, this is tough. I love Carson Wentz upside. Deshaun Watson has upside. Lamar Jackson has upside. Between these 5, it's really, really close. Wentz should ball out. Brady should ball out, but this could be a game for Sony Michel and the running backs. But remember, the Patriots never let up. They always keep the foot pressed on the gas pedal. They go all the way. They go hard until they're up 5, 6, 7 touchdowns. Then they might let off a bit. But they will go hard. They will beat the Dolphins by at least 2 touchdowns. And Brady could be throwing those touchdowns. Antonio Brown is expected to play. There's a lot of situation going on there, a lot of unknown variables, so we don't know for sure. But I'm telling you, I expect Antonio Brown to play. The Patriots expect him to play. Don't know how many snaps he's going to play. Hey, could be some garbage time too. What better way to practice and get acclimated with the team and Tom Brady if you're up by 3, 4, 5 touchdowns? Maybe want to leave Antonio Brown in the game a little bit. That's the best practice you can get, going against another team's ones, and they're going hard. Yeah, it's so hard to rank these 5. Just interchange them. Like, they're really good, and I think Carr will be in a shootout. So we're done here with the quarterbacks. Let's move on to running backs. Before I get into my running back rankings for week 2, wanted to give a huge shout out to Drafters. They are sponsoring this video. They have contests for week 2 that you can play right now. I highly recommend you play the Rank 'em contest. It's super easy, and they have a free roll right now. They're giving away a DeAndre Hopkins signed jersey. That's another free roll Rank 'em contest. Those are Sunday contests, and if you hurry up, you can get in the Thursday night showdown Rank 'em contest. It's super easy to enter. Just head on over to drafters.com. When you deposit $20, you'll get a $20 deposit match bonus if you use promo code Couch. Use promo code Couch, enter a Rank 'em contest, and all you got to do is rank your top 10 players. It's really as simple as that. The player you rank number 1 will get 10x the points. So if they score 10 points, you'll get 100 points for that. And the player that you rank number 10 will get only a 1x multiplier. So if they score 10 points, they'll only get you 10 fantasy points. It's super easy to play and really helps support this channel. Helps me continue making content like this. So head on over to drafters.com and use promo code Couch. let's get back to the rankings. Okay, I'm going to admit it right now. I ranked C-Mac number 3, but was never really sold on him. He's a great player, man. He's super elite. I felt like I disrespected him just a little bit. I still had him ranked number 3, so it's not that bad. But I wanted to admit that I was wrong. I was watching the Panthers-Rams game. Oh my God, this guy is amazing. He's a great runner. We already know he's a good pass catcher. He's good in the open field. He can hit the home run. He's just a great running back, type of running back you'd want on your NFL team, type of running back you definitely want on your fantasy team. And because this is full PPR, I'm going to leave him ranked at number 1. If it was non-PPR, I might put Zeke up there. This is actually not a great matchup for Zeke. Washington has some pretty good players on defense, but things will open up. If you remember the Lions-Cardinals game, Lions were whooping on the Cardinals. Kyler Murray had like -1 fantasy point at halftime, something like that. And things happen. So I think Dak and the Cowboys will put up some points, and eventually Washington will just give in. It won't be good, and Zeke will punish them. Once Washington is tired, Zeke's going to go off. He's a must start. I love him this week. Good ceiling, good floor. Regardless that Washington has a little bit good defense, like they're okay. I know some people are like, oh, Washington, they have really good players, they're really good defense. Okay, but it is a team sport. Like the offense matters too. And do you really rely on Case Keenum and all the injuries they have? Is Jordan Reed gonna play? Geis is out for a long time, indefinitely out with that knee injury. He just had surgery today. Just so many things going on there. Trent Williams, I don't think he's gonna play. I don't know if he's ever gonna play this year, so who knows what's going on with that team. They do have a good D-line, do have a good O-line, but I'm ranking Zeke even ahead of Saquon Barkley. And these are all right. James Conner, really good matchup here, but actually I'm going to rank Dalvin. Dalvin showed us a bit. Dalvin ahead right here. David Johnson has a horrible matchup, so we're going to rely on him to be a receiver. And Chris Carson's such a baller, man. Such a baller. Let's rank him right here. And let's rank James Conner actually right here at 10. He could ball out this game. I know I have Conner on my bust list, so he definitely could be ranked around. I can't rank him ahead of Dalvin, but he could be ranked 6. And this isn't that good of a game for Nick Chubb. So same thing with Zeke right here. The Jets are not going to show up. Chubb should get enough opportunities to where he'll be really good. Not much competition for carries for Chubb, so that's tough. That's tough to rank him as high as 6, but that's how high I believe he'll bounce back. And it's a good game script for going against the Jets. Oh, just got an alert that Ronald Jones is in line for more work. Ooh, very nice. That's cool. Might have to rank him up a little bit. Yeah, all right. Okay. Moving on. Good game script for Derrick Henry actually here. Let's put him right here. Again, I have him ranked that high. Like he could be that good. At number 7, okay. Duke Johnson, you're ranked quite high, my friend. Not feeling that. Let's go. Josh Jacobs should get a lot of touches. So the game script, you're thinking, okay, Chiefs should have a touchdown lead most of the game. Raiders will have to throw the ball a lot. Sure, that will happen, but more so in the second half. I think they'll want to keep this game nice and calm, kind of like what the Texans try to do, but the Texans' O-line sucks, and they don't have that running back. The Raiders do. They have Josh Jacobs. They have a great O-line. They're going to slow this game down and run with Josh Jacobs quite a bit. That should be enough for him to get enough opportunities and hopefully get in the end zone. So I'm going to rank actually Josh Jacobs right here ahead of Fournette. That should be a good amount of carries and touches. I think we'll see more screen passes too to Josh Jacobs. I think that's going to be a really good strategy for the Raiders. Really short passes, a lot to Josh Jacobs, and just keep the Chiefs on their toes. Call a lot of pass plays, but just dump it off to Jacobs. I think that'll be a really smart move. Hey, that's what I see happening. Okay, and Damian Williams, look, I like it, but he's going to be splitting with McCoy. So let's put him here. And then where's Mr. McCoy, huh? We got to rank McCoy up high. Let's rank him right here. And let's rank Drake. Has to go down because he sucks. A lot. Right there. AP is okay. Let's put him here. I like Aaron Jones more this week. Let's put him here. Sony Michel could be a huge bounce back game for Michel. Let's put Mac here. And let's put Carry-On here because we don't know what the heck the Lions are doing. What an awful week 1 performance. They had that game won. I don't know what they were doing. And let's put Breida right here because he'll be splitting with Mostert, but should still be really good. And Duke Johnson, I like you, man, but I can't rank you that high. Not with that O-line. Can't do it. Duke Johnson, you're going here behind Aaron Jones. And Devin Singletary should have a huge game. Actually, we got to boost you up right here. That looks much better. And then keep in mind, Bell is having an MRI. So we have no idea what's going on with him, with his shoulder. Don't know if he'll play or how much he'll play. For now, let's just rank him here. Just because I don't know what's going on. And then Miles Sanders needs to get a boost. Right here. He could be really good. This guy's got a lot of upside. So I'm ranking him low, but he's got so much dang upside. You know what? I'm going to rank him higher. A lot of upside. Clearly the best runner on that team. And clearly Jordan Howard isn't that great. Joe Mixon, he didn't practice today. We'll see how he's doing. Keep tabs on him. David Montgomery. Coach Nagy said, watch out, fantasy football owners. Don't expect too much from David Montgomery. And Ronald Jones could keep increasing his workload. So let's boost him up right here ahead of Jalen Richard. And then, sorry, I don't know the guy's name on the Buccaneers. There we go. This guy here. Let's just Dare or Ogu, whatever people call him. Let's boost him up just a little bit because I see a lot of passes being caught by him. Let's put him right here. And Peyton Barber. This seems like a script that Peyton Barber's not going to have a good game. Okay. That's about it. Moving on, let's go to wide receivers. Sterling Shepard was sidelined again today's practice. Today's Thursday, by the way, for those of you watching later. Michael Thomas against the Rams. I like that. Look, I love Juju, man, but can we really rank him number 2? That's a bit nuts, right? Shoot, who else would we rank number 2 though? That's a tough one. Could be a huge bounce back game for Adams. And that's what I'm going to do. Bounce back game for Devontae Adams. Juju is still at 3. Keenan Allen go down 1. They'll double him. And Hopkins is just that good. But I'm going to leave him at 6. Not afraid of Ramsey or anything. Like, you're starting him for sure with confidence. I just don't want to put him in my top 3, maybe not even top 5. It's super close. Like, I don't see a big difference between Hopkins and Juju and even Adams, for instance. So just because he's 6 doesn't mean that I hate him. Still a huge Hopkins fan. He's an amazing wide receiver. Okay, and then Mike Evans, huge bounce back game here for him. Let's go with 8. That's good. Sammy Watkins going against the Raiders should get a ton of targets. While he's healthy, you're starting him. That's crazy how Watkins is now a wide receiver 1 instantly with Hill out. Mahomes, even though he's a bit hurt, he's still super elite. And AB, I don't know what's going on with him. I can't rank him this high. I don't know what's going on. Let's just put him here for now. Adam Thielen, I like that. Let's rank Julian 1 down and Hilton 1 down. And actually, I don't see Hilton having that big of a game. Let's move him down 1 spot. No big plays, no deep passes. Tight end should win, and I think that will be the game plan. Double Hilton on deep routes, and you should be good. Let's go boost Chris Godwin right here. Goff should have a good game, and so let's boost Cup. And let's boost Ridley. Let's boost Crowder. Christian Kirk. Oops. Yeah. Christian Kirk goes down, actually. And Terrell Williams slated to have a big game. Let's put him right here. And Cooper Kupp gets a boost. This is your week, dog. He'll go right here, 20. And everything else looks about right to me. Yep, that looks pretty good. Actually, let's move Amendola up. That's one we need to move way up. And let's put him right above Sanu. Right there. And I actually like Conley. Let's move Conley up a couple spots. Just a little bit. And then Will Fuller could have a big game. Let's move him up a couple spots. Move Paul Richardson down. And move DJ Chark down. Actually, move him down one more. Move John Ross ahead of Josh Gordon. Will Fuller ahead of Josh Gordon. And let's put like this. John Ross down just one more. Robbie Anderson, tough matchup going against Denzel Ward. Whoops, I almost forgot to mention, if you just want to see these rankings complete and in text form, just written down, super simple, just go to fantasycouch.com or fantasycouch.com/rankings. They will be there, posted there right after I post this video every week. Okay, and let's move Sanu down a few spots right here. Okay. We are Done. Tight ends. Let's go. Kelsey, got to be number one. Great matchup this week. Bounce back game for Kelsey for sure. Okay, that looks about right. Let's move Waller up one spot. That looks good. Everything looks good. OJ Howard, hopefully he'll bounce back. I have him in 2 leagues. And Njoku, that's okay. Actually going to have Cook at 9. And Hawkinson at 11. Actually, yeah, that's fine. We'll see what he can do. Cardinals didn't really defend him, so let's see what Hawkinson can do week 2. Could easily be ranked much higher, around 8 or 9, but let's just give him another week to prove himself. McDonald needs to get more targets. I think they realize this. Needs more targets so they can win. Let's boost him up here to 12. I think they realize that. Very down on Ebron and Doyle this year, but they should get a lot more targets this game. That's how I think it's going to happen. The Titans will just stop the big plays and a lot of check downs to Mack, Hines, Ebron, Doyle. Plays like that. And looking at the snap count, Jack Doyle outsnapped Ebron by quite a bit, so I'm gonna go with that. Let's put Jimmy Graham here. Let's put Eifert here, and let's put Doyle here. Okay, that's done. Let's move to defense. Patriots D, hands down number 1. And I'm going to actually put the Bears because they're so good at number 2. Texans have a great matchup. Ravens are just great all around. The Bills here. And because of this news about Darnold and even Le'Veon Bell, which could be minor news, could be major, I'm going to boost the Browns all the way up to 4. Texans at 5. That's good. I actually trust the Cowboys D quite a bit, but if Sterling Shepard is out, boost the Bills D. So these two are pretty close. And Titans D, I want to boost right up here at 8, going against the Colts. Titans D is very good, very underrated, going against the Brisket. And let's add all the defenses. Oops, I didn't add the Dolphins. I guess we don't need them, huh? That's kind of funny. That's a good joke. We'll leave it at that. It was an accident, but we'll leave it at that. That looks about right. Yep, that's actually not so bad. Yeah, let's move the Jets down, actually, just because I don't know what's going on with them. And let's move the Giants down. A few spots. And let's move the Steelers down just a couple spots. Jets have some upside, but I would not start them unless you have to. Let's move the Colts down just a tad. And let's move the Niners up. This game could be low scoring. Could be. We don't know. Don't feel comfortable starting the Vikings D against the Packers. But if you have them and you're starting them, it's not bad. Don't panic or anything like that. And I'm just going to leave them right here, actually. Oh, move the Packers down. Jags versus Texans. Let's move them down. Chiefs, move them way down. I guess the Vikings are working their way up, huh? Wow. All right, yeah. Not trusting the Chiefs defense. No way. Right here. actually right here. I'm not that game's gonna be a shootout. And the rest looks pretty good. I think we're set with defenses. As for kickers this week, my confidence level is pretty down. Other than these top guys like Tucker, absolutely love Justin Tucker this week. Gostkowski, great week. Actually gonna put Butker at 3. Not that I don't like him, but just I like Gostkowski and Tucker so much this week. And these look pretty good. Let's boost Fairbairn just 1 spot. Lutz is always money. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Let's boost Robbie Gould up just 1 spot. Just 2 spots. There we go. Just a huge Robbie Gould fan. And I want to try to take down... Is Badgley even playing? I think Sly has a good matchup. I'm going to put him right here at 10, actually. And Santos right here at 9. Titans new kicker. And Bengals always suck at kicking. Let's move him down to 29. And that looks pretty decent. Not sure if Badgley is playing or not, though, so keep in mind the Chargers kicker will do good, whoever it is. I don't know who it is, though. And Hauschka needs to get boosted somehow. Let's make that happen. There we go. I think Hauschka is a really good sleeper kicker this year. For sure. Well, sorry, this week and for this year, but I meant to say this week. I like him for the season, but I really like him week 2. I think he's a sleeper. And actually, I like him more than Prater. So let's move him down. And let's move Jason Myers up here. And let's move Hauschka up here, right above Matt Bryant. So that's the final for the kickers. We're done. Make sure you guys do check out drafters.com. Use promo code COUCH when you deposit $20. You'll get a $20 bonus, and it really helps support this channel. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel. Just hit that couch icon right here. We also have a second YouTube channel. Please subscribe to that one as well, Fantasy Couch Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, hit it up with a thumbs up. If you didn't, hit it up with a thumbs down, and I'll catch you on the next video / live stream / podcast.